Good morning, everybody. It is just exactly 8 o'clock. Well, the clock is going to bong in a minute. And let's see, the dogs have been out. I am cleaning off the table here of all of the craft stuff. And I'm going to get those 3 dozen cookies decorated today. It looks like a good day to do it. It's not supposed to do this all day. In fact, I think it's supposed to get to 38 or 40 by, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But then it'll do it again tomorrow, Monday. So it's really not deep at all. I took the dogs out and walked around in it. They were very, very interested in it. Sometimes if it snows, if it's very wet on their paws or deep, they go, nope, and they nope right back into the house. But they were good. So today is Sunday, and my name is Kendra. There it goes. It's going to go 8 times. Hold on. All right, I have been filming to a photograph for a good 5 minutes. It's still snowing. I'm just getting out the new piping bottles that I got, or I don't know if that's what you call them, frosting bottles. Does it say on the back what exactly we're calling it? American Crafts includes squeeze bottles. Oh, I know who's going to show up. I have a subscriber who loves squeeze bottles. It's funny. Anyway, the reason I'm even showing you this is I wanted to tell you that I used piping bags last time, and it's a little bit of a mess. It's okay, you put a tip on it, easy peasy, you drop it down in there, cut a hole, you got a piping bag. And then you twist the other end. But then as you get using it, some will squirt up the top, and when you put it down, you put it in a cup so it doesn't dribble all over the table or get loose. Anyway, it was a mess. It was on the table, myself, the dogs, the walls. I'm just kidding about that, but it was a mess. The reason, again, I'm telling you about this is because these bags or these boxes came with cardstock. And if you do paper crafts, you know how expensive paper is. And look at this. Is it going to show you well? So it's piping bags, but it almost looks like fish. It could look, if I looked at this and didn't know it came with piping bags, I'd think it was a fish. But anyway, it's got rainbow colored stars or asterisks that look like stars. Green, yellow, orange, purple, blue, back to green, I think. So I'm going to cut a card piece, larger than a card, off of each one of these 3 packages that I got. I got 2 of the large size, and I have the replacement. I have, not replacement, but I have a variety of these tips. So you just unscrew them and put it back down, and you got a new tip. Oh, if you want a new tip on a bag, that's a little bit different. It's a little bit harder to do. Still snowing. Oh, I'm having my coffee. Oh, I really needed that. I got up this morning feeling like I had a little headache, but I think it's just because that's who I am. I clench my teeth at night. Does anybody else do that? I lay there and I think, oh, did I do this? Do I need to do that? When can I do the other thing? Have I done that? And so I'll clench my teeth as I sleep, and I'll wake up sometimes going, let it go, let it go. Good song, huh? All right, so I'm going to show you the rest of the stuff and get back to this. I can see the cars go by quickly on the road down past those trees. We're up a hill, and the road is quite a bit ways down, unless you go through the driveway, and then the driveway slopes fine. Anyway, my point is the roads aren't, real slick, obviously, or they wouldn't be going that fast. I've seen them go by when it is slick, and you can hear them struggling. I think I have everything I need for doing this, and I just want to mix up the meringue frosting. And so I'm going to show you the recipe for that and how easy it is and how I do it. And meringue frosting is the kind that you can flood a cookie and cover it fast, or you can pipe and then flood it. Like, you make it thick or thin. If it's thick, it'll stay in one spot. If it's thin, it kind of spreads, and that's what you want for some decorations. Okay, so here is it's called royal icing. I call it meringue icing. 3 tablespoons of meringue powder. Meringue powder, honey, can you leave the room with that? I'm talking to the dog. Meringue powder looks like this. I get mine from Wilton. I'm sure there are other, brands. And you can get it in this size tub, and you only need 3 tablespoons. So this is a long-lasting thing unless you make cookies quite a bit. And then in addition, you want 2 pounds of powdered sugar, and that's exactly what's in one of these. I get mine at great value. Powdered sugar, expires 1/27. 32 ounces, 2 pounds. You put the whole thing in there with 3 tablespoons of the meringue. You can tell a difference in color. The meringue is a little whiter than the powdered sugar. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of just plain tap water, not too cold, not hot, not warm, just from the tap water. There we go. Now you want the whip attachment, because that's important that you whip it. You want to start very slow because nothing blows in the wind like that meringue powder. Just get it mixed slow, and then when it is all mixed, you want to turn it up on high, and you walk away for 8 long minutes. That's why you don't want to do this by hand. It's hard. Oh, see, now I can taste that in the air. That comes up in the air even on slow. It's blowing up. Wherever you lay down this spatula, that's going to harden. So be careful you don't put it on the counter or something you care about. I mean, you can clean it up as your sugar, but you know what I mean. Now I'm going to set a timer, 8 minutes. I forgot to say I scraped down the sides. Okay, so I've got a dropper here full of water. It's a new clean one from my stash of herbal tincture bottles. Never been used. It's just plain, clean water. If you want to make flooding, you want to put 2 to 3 drops of water in before you stick it in the bottle or whatever, the bag that you're going to use, pipette, Not anymore. Go 2 to 3 and see if it's what the consistency you want for flooding. I'll show you what flooding means. If you want it to just go around and round, then you would, like if you want to frame a cookie and not to go off the edges, you put down a thicker without water. I think this is my frame, is it? Yeah, see that tiny hole? Sorta. Can't. Come on. We're going to bump it. I'm sorry, guys. This got a tiny hole. It's giving me a headache. And this one's got a bigger hole. Much bigger. So flooding, edging. All right. Also, your food coloring, if it's liquid, it's going to make a difference just like water. Be careful. If you have the powdered food color or gel, way more better. These little pins are in the cake decorating section at Walmart, 3 for $1.99. I'm going to correct some things with this. I've been here an hour and a half, and I have 11 cookies done, and they're not great. Actually, I have 10 cookies done. This is number 11. We're not going to mess with number 12. We're going to feed that to the dog or something. It looks stupid. I don't like making cookies. So this may not be the relaxing, fulfilling hobby that I thought that it was going to be. Just a heads up. All right, that's a wrap. That's the last cookie. I had a kid come in here, and I think they did 4, and I did the rest of this mess, and I don't care. I'm going to bundle up 12 of these and send them over to my mama. And I know she and my dad will eat them no matter what they look like. But I wouldn't, give them as a gift to somebody who wasn't family and didn't already know that I don't decorate well. But I don't mean I don't decorate well. I don't decorate professionally. They're fine. They're just not professional. And I do appreciate that I got a chance to do this and to figure out, what I liked and what I didn't like. And it was a learning experience for everyone involved. See, I need to get them off of this Silpat and over there on the counter, so I got to clean the counter off. If I leave them here, my little girl dog gets on the counter, on the table, like a cat. And she will eat 12 of them before you even hear her. She's criminally insane. Yeah. Joy, tell them. It's true, isn't it? She's waiting for her chance. Look at me. Yeah. What a mess. Thank you everyone for watching today and sticking with me while I did this. I'll show you some of the better ones when I get them all over there. Wah, wah, wah. All right, this is the last part of my video. I bet you're glad. This is the 12. These are the 12 that I'm taking to my mom and dad. And so I liked doing these ombre looking things. They're not really ombre because I did it backwards, but I did a lot more than backwards. It's like you put dots in the back of a spoon and you drag it a little bit. And then I liked this one because it looked soft and feminine, and it looks like a dry cookie, but there's granulated sugar on the bottom under love and kiss, hug, kiss. I have no idea, just none. I might even take that one out and trade it out. Yeah, that one's gotta go. Looks weird. Okay, and then there's this one. Another XO, kind of layers, and I liked with the purple here. So, what is this one? Oh, it was supposed to look like a ruffly, lacy, and there's also granulated sugar under that. So I'm gonna go replace this one with something else. I replaced it with another with purple on it because I liked the purple and the pink and the red all together. All right. Like I said, I probably wouldn't do this. I would not do this for a living or for a hobby. I might do it if like, a holiday or something like this, but it wasn't for me. It didn't feel as creative as making ATC cards or coloring. And that's really what I was going for, I think. And I felt helpless and not very good. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. I would love to get to know you. Bye.